the statement that the Karnataka speaker gave was that that the meeting was called to discuss with NHAI officials for a separate VIP lane. Their policy doesn't cover ex-MLAs, is what he earlier said. Now he's saying that they want an emergency lane, not a VIP lane, and particularly he's looking at the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway, saying that it doesn't have an emergency lane. He's saying that this request was from MLAs for an emergency lanes at the Mysore-Bengaluru highway, which does not have one as compared to other lanes. No separate lane was considered, is the pitch coming in from UT Khader over there, the Karnataka speaker. I'm joined by Akshara on the broadcast. Akshara, so is this a U-turn, or is the Karnataka speaker stand, is his pitch coming in that, I was misunderstood when I first made the statement. All I want is emergency lanes in the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway, not separate lanes for VIPs, and by that he means MLAs.
Well, this is an absolute U-turn by UT Khader, the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, because if you take a look at the statements made by the Congress MLA on the floor, the Congress MLA PM Narendra Swamy says that he needs a separate lane. He clearly mentions it on air, and he goes on to say that it becomes a problem. There are many untoward incidents taking place in the expressway. That's the reason why they need a separate lane. So it was pretty clear. And on the other hand, you have other MLA as well who also said the same thing, that even not just in Bengaluru-Mysuru expressway, in other highway as well, it is an issue for them to just to show the pass and pass through the toll plaza. So it was pretty much very clear that they were demanding a separate VIP lane. So now UT Khader stating this particular statement that he misunderstood this particular thing for emergency lane is a clear U-turn by the Speaker of the Assembly, UT Khader, with all the uproar against this particular demand for a separate VIP lane. So yeah, it's an absolute U-turn, who is now taking back his statement. Remember, even the PWD minister in fact stated that he will speak to the NHAI regarding this issue and bring a solution to this issue. So it was pretty much very clear that both the Congress MLAs were demanding for a separate VIP lane, and Minister MLA UT Khader, and who also is the Speaker of the Assembly, suggested the PWD minister to ensure that they either get a VIP lane or bring a solution to this matter.
Right. So, Akshara, you're pointing out that Congress MLA Abhaya Prasad and Narendra Swamy pointed out the fact that they needed separate lanes for MLAs. So, with the U-turn coming in from the Karnataka speaker, is he speaking just for himself or now the entire party?
Well, this has become an embarrassment for the Congress party, because there are various other issues that needs to be taken into consideration in the Assembly, that needs to be debated. If you take a look at the same Bengaluru-Mysuru expressway, common people are suffering because they are unable to pay the high toll fee that has been fixed by the NHAI. The minister could have gone and spoken to the NHAI regarding this issue. He could have prioritized the hike in the toll fee that has become a burden for the people. Instead of that, they were discussing regarding this separate VIP lane for the lawmakers who already pass through this the normal Bengaluru-Mysuru expressway or any other highway without paying the toll. So it's obviously an embarrassment for the Congress party discussing this issue, prioritizing this issue instead of prioritizing other issues such as even the monsoon as well. There is a drought in southern Karnataka and there is excessive flooding in coastal region of Karnataka. So such issues should have been discussed, and various other issues, but the matters such as separate VIP lane were being discussed, and now it is out. It is an embarrassment for the Congress party. So that's the reason why a U-turn statement is given by the MLA and as well as the Speaker of the Assembly.
Absolutely. It is a PR disaster when it comes to the Congress party, which has just come to power in the state of Karnataka. And Akshara, when it comes to the rollout of the 5 guarantees, which were critical for the Congress party's victory in Karnataka, they are seeing so many roadblocks. Now, at the same time, we are seeing these signs of high-handedness, this power trip, this VVIP culture now coming in from the state of Karnataka. This is not good when it comes to the entire welfare message that came in from Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar.
Well, absolutely. The Congress came to power with all the 5 guarantees. They distributed the guarantees. They campaigned with all their guarantees, and they came to power. And they're implementing in a phased manner, and which is working out well for them. And people are quite happy with that. These guarantees being implemented. On the other hand, you have such instances coming to the fore where you have their own MLAs demanding for a separate VIP lane, and this has become an embarrassment for the party. Clearly, not a good sign. It is highly likely that even Chief Minister Siddaramaiah spoke to the Congress MLA regarding this issue, and it's highly likely that the top leaders, the top brass of the Congress, speak to them regarding this whole issue of separate VIP lane to ensure that such instances do not come to the fore here in Karnataka from the Congress party.
Right, but just to be clear, we don't have any clarification from Abhaya Prasad and Narendra Swamy when it comes to their pitch for separate lanes for MLAs. But now we're getting a reaction from the BJP. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has reacted to the Karnataka Speaker's proposal of having separate toll lanes for VVIPs, namely MLAs. Bommai said, in our government, we didn't allow such things. It's quite surprising that it has come from the Speaker. Probably he has succumbed to the pressure of his colleagues. Let's listen in.
In our government, these issues had come up, but we have never allowed any VIP culture. But however, it has come from the Speaker. It's really surprising. And probably under the pressure of the Congress colleagues, he might have done it.
Long expected lines, the BJP raining fire on the Congress party, ladies and gentlemen. The BJP is saying that with the Congress now in power, the power trips have started from the government, with the Karnataka Speaker stating that there should be separate lanes for VIPs. This is what he said earlier. Then, just a few minutes back, he gave the statement that he was talking about emergency lanes, not separate lanes for MLAs, emergency lanes, and namely in the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway. But one thing is clear, you have other Congress MLAs who have also made the pitch for separate lanes for MLAs. That was Congress MLA Abhaya Prasad and Narendra Swamy have said that they need separate lanes for themselves as well as former MLAs. They have accused toll staff of misbehaving with them. Also, they have made this argument that they have to constantly show their ID cards once they are at toll lanes, which is something that they want to avoid. That's why they want separate lanes for MLAs as well as former MLAs. That is the pitch that has come in from these two Congress MLAs. Now, earlier, the Karnataka Speaker had made the stand and had raised this matter with the PWD minister, but now he, just a few minutes back, has said that's not what he meant. At the end of the day, he wants emergency lanes, namely at the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway, and that is not a separate lane for VIPs or MLAs. He wants emergency lanes for everyone, for the common man, namely at the Bengaluru-Mysuru highway. So my colleague Akshara continues to be with us. And Akshara, so along expected lines, the BJP taking a direct shot at the Congress party when it comes to VVIP culture. This is something that, more ammunition has been given to the BJP from the Congress camp as compared to the rollout of the 5 guarantees, which are facing multiple roadblocks. And now the BJP raining fire once again on the Congress party.
Well, yes, absolutely. Former Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai also pointed out the fact that during their tenure, they did not allow for any such VIP culture. But when Congress has come to power, you already have 2 MLAs who are requesting for a separate VIP lane, and you have the Speaker of the Assembly, UT Khader, requesting the PWD minister to ensure that he looks into the matter and ensures that there's a solution for that matter. Clearly, their priorities running away from the important issues that needs to be focused on. So he has taken pot shots at the Congress party, stating that it reeks of VIP culture. Even you had Tejasvi Surya who took to Twitter, who highlight the fact that the Congress government reeks of, the Congress party for that matter, reeks of VIP culture, and slowly it is coming to the fore. So that's what the BJP leaders have to say, who are lashed out at the Congress party regarding this whole issue of Congress MLAs demanding for a separate VIP lane here in Karnataka a couple of days back in the Assembly.